my Sagittarians, and welcome to Soul Horoscopes Weekly Edition. I am your host to the universe, Christopher Witecki. Hope you are doing well. Nice to see you again. This week, your free horoscope is sponsored by Lightcast Bootcamp. Now, this is the class where we're teaching future leaders. If you know how the universe works, well, that puts you way step ahead in anything you're out there doing. And there's a new world coming. You will see as you watch the scopes, starting this week and moving through the summer, time is going to speed up. Those who understand the ways of the force are going to go farther. And this is the last week to buy tickets. I'm not teaching this until after the big shift with Saturn and Scorpio. So come on down to lightcastbootcamp.com and learn about how you are magical. It's just time to own it, if you're ready. Then also I want to invite you down to the mothership, soulgarden.me. We are growing. If nothing else, come be a part of a community where we are getting together the brightest thinkers on the planet, people who are remarkable souls doing amazing things. Is that you? Then at least register and get on our mailing list. Come on down. We've got chat. We've got office hours on Tuesdays and Thursdays now. We've got the Love Lounge. We've got other resources. We've got classes for sale. We've got it all for you to enlighten yourself. So come on down. And our Sag writer, David, has been putting out Sag News Flashes, which I think are just brilliant and quick and to the point and just uplift you like that. So check it out. Now, where are the Sagittarians this month? We are in the state of Pisces. And for Sagittariuses, that's the part of your soul that is responsible for checking in on itself. That's really what it is. We have this awareness that does nothing but check our temperature. Are we hungry? How do we feel? It's the part of us that makes us feel good. It's the part of us that allows ourselves to feel bad. And feelings, emotion, the emotional state of awareness needs a lot of massaging as humans. It needs a lot of tenderizing, massaging. It just needs. Babies show this to us. The way we have to treat a baby is the way you have to treat your heart chakra. And you have to have these things employed. So this month you are strengthening your self-nurturing, which only increases your ability to create flowers and grow fruit in your soul garden. Now, on Monday, we are in the really pivotal point of making decisions. Saturn rules the day on Monday. It's time to decide what self-nurturing things need to go, what needs to step away from. Okay, so you're stepping away, you're cutting away. I'm going to quit drinking. I'm going to quit staying up all night. You could be cutting away from bad habits. I'm going to quit living with this jackass because they keep me up all night. That's a bad habit. Anything in the way of the baby crying or the baby being happy inside of you, think of it that way. It needs to go. You need to be a responsible parent to thyself and be there so that you can grow your soul garden into what you want. So you're making decisions. Now the moon in Taurus puts your emotions on reality. So you are going to, if you have burned the candle on both ends, if you have worn your body out, you will feel it on Monday, and that will be an inspiration to make those decisions, I'm sure. On Tuesday, you want to act on those decisions. So this is a Martian energy on the planet. It's very aggressive energy. Tuesday is a high vibration, fast, aggressive, people honking at each other in red lights and stuff. And it means it's time to act on what you have decided. So give the roommate notice. Stop the drinking then. You know, any action that you can do that begins to self-nurture, begins the process of self-nurturing, you want to do. Here's the thing. If you sit on your ass and you don't do anything, that Martian energy is going to create anxiety. So there's a chance of anxiety for those who don't do anything on that day. Now on that day, I'll be sending out personal attacks for those I watch over personally in the GA agency. And that will be designed to your birth chart, talking about when you take action, when you don't take action, just reminding you how you tick so you can make sure you do the right thing on Tuesday. On Wednesday, things really start to shift. For one, we have a grand trine. This is a powerful trine the universe has blessed us with. It's in earth signs, which means you're going to see tangible results in your life as soon as you shift your awareness. What it does is hardwire 3 parts of the soul for a while. So you start to think faster, think faster, think faster. It speeds up. They're all hardwired. And you begin to get epiphanies, breakthroughs, understandings of your life because you're seeing it in quantum levels or in tritum levels, I guess, if that's a word. So on the bottom is really the most powerful is Jupiter and Taurus. Jupiter is the planet of, wherever, it's your home planet, okay? So it means business. If it says it's touring something, it's going to go on that trip. And it's saying right now that Sages are going on a life-changing trip. Your whole life is going to change, your lifestyle, the way you live, the way your 9 to 5 is, all of this is going to get bigger. You're going to have more awareness of your immediate environment by the fall. So this is a big force that's pushing. This force is tied to Pluto. Pluto is saying, you know what, there was a day when Sagittarius gave it away. You know what, there was a day when Sagittarius couldn't make money. That day is over. Pluto is pushing you to move and raise your prices and get on to the next level and get past the poverty and get past the self-esteem. So these are big forces. Change your life, get past your self-esteem. What do you have to reconsider? Mars retrograde. At the top of this, you're going to have to reconsider career plans. So whatever plans you have for a career, step back. There are some details you might be holding on to that don't take these two things into consideration. Any details in your career that do not take your money and your daily life being cool into consideration need to be thrown out. And that's what this trine is. And this just gets tighter and tighter. Now on Wednesday, really hump day, on the one hand, we're doing a lot of... did we go ahead just now? Okay. So on hump day, what we're doing is we're holding space, we're manifesting, and as the same time we're stepping into this space, emotionally, you're all about relationships. So on hump day, you're kind of balancing all of this change with how your relationships, and it's almost like relationships will kind of be the pivoting force that allows you to hold space in all of this. So that's kind of a blessing. Just want to put that out there. On Thursday, what happens is Neptune comes online for the first time. Neptune is basically the antenna to God, and it is going to be in Pisces for a very long time, which is its home vibration, which means there's no interference, which means it's kind of like God consciousness has no filters for a while, which means we're going to have probably some crazy zealot things happening in the next 15 years, and people drinking Kool-Aid, all kinds of weird stuff, people who see God, and they do, from wherever they are, they went up a step, they are seeing more God. But what this means is the universe is heavily investing in your home family foundation. In other words, your home for the next 14 years needs to become your church. That's basically what this is saying. Interesting stuff. All the while, emotions are, again, focused on relationships that's keeping you in balance. Chiron's ruling the day, so it's a day of healing on Thursday. On Friday, things change on Friday. For one, the moon moves into Cancer, so you will be vulnerable from Friday through the weekend. You'll be vulnerable. Emotions will be focused on trust and intimacy issues, and you'll be vulnerable. Your emotional field will just kind of pick up on what door is not locked, on what is left open, on what's not being said, on what's being hidden. So that kind of sets a little bit of a dark tone, or not seedy, but just under the seams, things that aren't being talked about tone for the weekend. At the same time, Jupiter, your home planet, rules the day, so as you're feeling vulnerable, you're going to feel like also going out and doing things. So I'm not quite sure how that's going to feel, but it is a day of where things really start to shift when it comes to taking care of yourself, because that's what you're learning this month. We want to expand how you see and need to take care of yourself. And if the moon if you have to be fearful of your boundaries in order to see the light, so be it. So there's a chance of anxiety, even though your home planet rules on Friday, unfortunately, I think, to teach you a lesson. Don't forget, if you need a little encouragement, if you want a friendship, come on down to SG Live. Carolyn Nagel and I have this live webcam radio series that goes live during what we call SG Prime Time. That's 9 a.m. Honolulu all the way to 7 p.m. London. We do stream live. We do have a chat room. We do reach out to our people. We have fascinating conversations you won't hear anywhere, and it is, of course, free. Come on down. Now, on Saturday, this is the day where things just hit holy shift, and that's what I call a day on Saturday, is a holy shift day. Why? Because the universe is doing most of the work. The planets and the forces and the winds, they just blow us, to where we need to be. And what I say is just stand still and let the universe turn around you. What's going on is this gigantic ballet. First of all, Uranus rules the day. So on the day where everything just hits this, it's a breakdown, breakthrough day. If you have not taken care of yourself, if you've not listened to the signs of what it takes to take care of yourself, shift will hit the fan on Saturday. So that means if you didn't kick out the roommate, they will, break your fish tank, give you a reason to. Okay? And you could have kept the fish tank had you done it when I said a few days ago. That's what Uranus teaches, stuff like that. But the breakdown is for you to see and take the level higher. You need to have a higher view of your self-nurturing. If you have already seen and removed debris from your self-nurturing, you still go higher. Everyone goes higher on a Uranus day, but sometimes there's a breakdown. Now, don't forget, here's what's interesting, this opposition between the moon and Pluto. Here's your emotions about boundaries directly opposing your desire to be more valuable. So you're going to maybe want to sell yourself short to raise your value, but you can't sell yourself short because you're feeling so sensitive with your boundaries. But maybe you should just let the roommate out without paying the deposit. But that would be bad because you see how the universe kind of gets you stuck there? Here's the other one. Venus versus Saturn retrograde in Libra. Another throws one more opposition, both at 28 degrees, both hit 28 degrees on Saturday and skip out on Sunday. How's that for cosmic timing? On one day, the universe goes, ha! But what this does is this pulls on another major chord that you have been going through, which is who you want to be in the world versus what your heart really wants to be. So your heart lights up against your worldview. So it's like, okay, don't go too far in the world. Don't forget your dreams. Don't forget you want to raise your prices. Don't forget your life needs to change. Oh, that means you might have to change some career stuff. Remember you're sensitive, and remember you want, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy, huh? It only happens in astrology is what convinces me. Now, this actually inspired a whole new service out of GA we're going to do. This is a free service that I call the GA Alert Network. This is basically you GA text me to 96362, and whenever shift hits the fan, we'll send you a text, a free one. This is not us watching over you. We don't know your date of birth. This is just a shift hits the fan thing. I might have to sell an advertisement to pay for it, but it's a way of just being able to get an alert out to you if something happens. So it's just something we're coming up with. Now on Sunday, it is breakthrough day. That's the time to break through. So if you have been clueless all week long about how to take care of yourself, you should get it on Sunday. All right, you should start to get it. The Grand Trine is in effect. We're going to see values. This opposition isn't perfect anymore, but it's still in effect. And Mercury's ruling the day, so you're going to process. So Sunday's a day of breaking through, understanding. Emotions still are sensitive to boundaries. You will not feel safe again 100% until Monday, just so you know. All right, Sagittarius, that's all I have for this 7-day forecast. Now, if you really want to step in your power and do all that stuff I talked about, you know, if you really want to master this ballet the universe has, don't forget about Lightcast Bootcamp. This is your last week, and it's the only time I'm going to teach it before the shift. And otherwise, I'll see you in 7, okay? Live, love, be.